And we are live at the rinks here for a developmental matchup between the Longwood Lions and the Northport Huntington Tigers. Should be a good one that gets going in just a couple of minutes here on the LI Sports Network. Taking a look at where these teams stand right now. Longwood 4-12 on the season, 12th place in the freshman division, and across for them is going to be the Tigers, 10-6. They have 21 points on the season, 6th place in the freshman division. Going to be one of 3 games here on the LI Sports Network tonight. Got another developmental matchup after this. Followed up, not another developmental matchup, another freshman matchup coming up after this one. And then rounding it out the day with a junior varsity matchup. Both sides coming up for the opening face-off. And we're underway here at the rinks. Longwood looking to get control off the bat, playing it off the near boards and into the offensive end. Tigers definitely a favorite to take this matchup, but obviously there's a reason we play the games. Anything can happen. Boletta with some pressure on the far side. We'll wrap back over to the near blue line. Tigers looking to break out their own zone. They will. Up the right boards and past the blue line. Quick turnover. Tigers can take it back the other way. Good back checks will break up the rush opportunity for Longwood. Puck tipped into the offensive end. Tigers definitely a team that can outscore the Lions. You expect them to have a decent amount of puck control throughout this game. Zethner takes it down low, looking to wrap at the far goal line. His shot blocked down in front, big rebound. Second shot taken, that's going to go wide over to the right. Tigers are quick to scoop up the empty puck as well, but it's ripped off their sticks, played and held in at the far point. Back over to the high slot. They're looking to go low to high on a lot of these plays. That's a shovel opportunity on the far post. That almost went. Another backhander opportunity going to go wide over to the left. Dylan McLaughlin with a flurry of opportunities. Now the puck will come over to O'Sullivan. He'll try to get it off the boards and out. Could be held in for now, and it will be by the Tigers. Skated up the far boards. McLaughlin with it again at the far side. 2 players pressuring him there. Teammates come in to help and keep the puck in deep. Shot taken, save made, and we'll get our first pause here at the rinks. 1:54 played in the first period. Riley Perales making some good saves so far. Longwood with a quick zone exit. They get it over there, and shot goes just a little high of the crossbar. McLaughlin again trying to break it down into the high slot. The puck is dribbling loose straight in front of the net. Batted away and broken up. Zano will chase after it, trying to get in on the forward check. Some nice moves and a long stretch pass forward to Dylan McLaughlin. Chasing onto it, will pick it up in the backhand over in the corner. McLaughlin dragging it around the net now. Inverts and feeds to the blue line. Puck mishandled a little bit, but kept in the offensive end. A shot intended to be deflected went a little wide of Alfano's stick. Good deke move in the left circle. Puck in a dangerous area. Shot taken, big rebound. Second opportunity will go off the near side of the net. The Tigers really liking their chances right now. They're sniffing at a goal. Puck towards the slot and played away. Northport do control, though. Once again in the left wing corner. Held in off the far board, skated in deep, shot taken, save made. Perales tested a lot so far in this couple opening. McLaughlin had it ripped off his stick. Teammates are plentiful and able to keep the puck in. Zano trying to get it out as well. Trying to whack at it right now. His teammates will get it past the blue line and they'll clear it down low. Icing going to be called by the referee. Puck in at the far side. Shot taken on goal, and a big rebound ends up behind the net. Longwood looking to invert it up top to the right circle, taken away and skated up and out. Dicing through the neutral zone. Longwood trying to get some offensive opportunities of their own. Puck in the blue paint right now, getting whacked at. Both teams trying to find it, play it away, and Northport Huntington will get the successful clear. Now bringing this puck into a 3-on-2. They're already past the blue line and flying into the offensive end. Zetner wraps around down low, looking to feed it to the far point. Interrupted slightly, and it does dribble past the blue line. Tigers checking up, now resetting on their forecheck. O'Sullivan sauces it out and should go on net to prevent the icing. Gives his team a little bit of time to breathe, maybe get some changes, but they'll keep everyone on the ice for now. Stretch pass forward, tipped into the offensive end. It will come on net. Perales will put his glove on top, and he will freeze it as well. 10:15 to play in the first period. Shot taken and blocked in front. Now skated away. Orenzo with it, loses control in the right circle. Northport Huntington wheel around and look to play it out quickly. Options in the neutral zone, ends up on the pick. Aletta tips it deep and he'll chase after it into the corner. Aletta picks it up now with some room to operate with on the near side. Trying to pull the puck off the boards. Looking for the cradle and will elude him and come back into center ice. 9:40 to play in the first period. 0-0 the score here at the rinks. Both these teams evenly matched. Northport Huntington with maybe a couple more opportunities, but doesn't matter when Perales is making all the saves required of him. Once again, the puck is tipped in the neutral zone and played in past the blue line for Longwood. Their shot, easy save. Puck played towards the goal. Stick down low past the goal line. Comes around and now out. Quick passes in center ice. Mikowski a shot. Big rebound. Second one wide to the left of the net. Puck at the goal line right now. It will stay out. Perales scrambling to stay on top of it. But a good save nonetheless. Zander gets a touch, plays it back to O'Sullivan. He'll look to clear, kept in off the skate. Second chance for Longwood once again, retained at the blue line. Northport Huntington tenacious to keep this puck in deep. Alfano going after it. He'll get pinned up on the boards. His teammates come in to help. Puck out into the high slot, intercepted by the Lions, and now they can wheel it forward. Hickson dumped it in, couldn't get the puck back. Tigers couldn't clear though. Zane will get a touch in the right wing corner, sending it back the way he found it. Lamacchia looking for the clear, comes over to the, there's a centering pass, comes over to the left circle, brought down low. Matarisi gets it, slapping it past a couple of Lions. Now it comes over to the slot. Zeno fanning on an opportunity. 7:53 to play in the first period. Puck bouncing around. Tigers look like they'll get the better of it. Could spring away into an odd-man opportunity. 3-on-1 right now. Perales tracking it. Comes in front. No shot taken. 7:40 now remain in the period. Tigers looking for more good opportunities. That shot will go well wide over to the left. Was probably looking for a tip out in front, but it never came through. Longwood once again sauce it out on the forehand. Center ice. Tigers get it back in deep. Again and again and again, you see these Tigers just chip and chase, but they hold the puck in so well. Puck kicked around the boards. O'Sullivan claims it, looks to fire it away. Puck still dribbling towards the blue line, once more held in by the Lions. Finally, another opportunity, and it will be cleared. Driscoll has it. Making some moves in center ice. Driscoll gaining some speed through a couple of checks already. Dragging it onto his backhand. His stick got tied up. Looks for the centering bid, and it comes all the way through the slot. No one able to get a hand on it. That was a great opportunity set up by the defenseman. 12 games played for him. 6 goals, 5 assists, 11 total points, and you can see why exactly on that play. Once again, the Lions find the clear, but can't find much after it. Tigers just doing a good job of backing up when they need to and then setting up on the reload. About halfway gone, more than halfway gone in this first period. 0-0 still the score. Puck looks like it'll be held in at the far point, shove it in on the backhand, spit right back towards Driscoll at the blue line, and this time he will get it in deep with exactly 6 minutes to play in the first. Pass out in front, broken up and steered back to the right wing corner. Tigers try to hold in, comes past them. Mark Nasserino helping his team get through the neutral zone, then they'll get a shot off of it. Scotty making that save, and he'll force his team into a face-off. Looking to make another one, and that's off the left leg and held out. Longwood playing it off the boards. Tigers jump onto it first, drag it back into the neutral zone. Broken up there for a moment, and then recontained. Everyone on sides whistles or waves the referees. Down low, trying to play it out in front, rings around, they score! On a tough angle right there, somehow squeaking by Perales, and we got a 1-0 game. Couldn't see much of the goal because of how sharp of an angle it was, but obviously you can see the celebration afterwards, and it's a 1-0 lead for the Tigers. Nasserino trying to hold it in the offensive end. Puck comes past him, easily retained by Longwood. Now it's Northport. Huntington past the blue line into the right circle, diving down low. Pulling up on his skates was number 20, Robert Aletta. He still holds on to the puck below the goal line, really tenacious on it right now, giving it off. Getting that connection. Mikowski had it, gives it over the point, shot taken, blocked out in front, and cleared by Longwood. Nasserino will get in on the forecheck, but not able to get to the puck before it's called an icing. Bring it back down to the Lions' defensive end for another face-off. Ventura into the dot for the defensive draw, wins it back to his blue line, and his team will clear. Tigers again, instant on the reset. They'll hold the puck in off the near boards as well. It's getting over to the slot, fanned on the shot. Perales was tracking it the entire way. Another opportunity coming, blasted it in on net, and it's a blocker save. Down low at the goal line, players tie up for possession. Puck still loose for now. And finally, Longwood will get the first hand onto it and clear it. Up the right side. Good bump into the boards. Will knock Ryan Hickson off his angle. He'll lose control as well. Chance for Northport Huntington to clear, but it gets retained on the near walls. Finally squirts out and will dribble over the blue line. Rush the other way. Jacob will put it out in front. A great opportunity there, but a second chance coming, and that one was tipped. Screen on the goaltender would have been dangerous. 3:30 to play in the first period. Still 1-0 the score for Northport Huntington. Driscoll, D pass on the near side. Played over towards the blue line and dragged forward. Nice dump pass will get onto the stick of Alfano. He'll rip it in on net, and that one was a nice save through traffic for Paralis. Puck still loose in the right wing corner. Another good bump coming into the boards from Ryan Hickson. Not able to win control of the puck, though, with it. Northport Huntington getting it. Trying to get it down low. In the right circle, they send it to the high slot. Nice drag move coming out from Driscoll. Walking down, looking for a shooting lane. Can't find it. He'll wrap it around the boards. O'Sullivan gets the first touch onto it. But once again, Northport Huntington keep it in. Into the high slot now. Some speed. Some twisting moves as well from Dylan McLaughlin. Finally gets stood up as he goes below the blue line once more. Team help him out and keep it in the offensive end. 2:26 to play in the first period. Centering bid whacked away and now speared past the blue line. Junkins puts it back down. McLaughlin looking for control, has the puck on his backhand, getting poked and jabbed at. He'll try to send it down low, blocked by some more players. Held in at the blue line. Northport Huntington still buzzing around, but that shuts down their momentum. They'll get it back into the offensive end with the icing call, and with 2:01, see how much they can really do in this first period. They got one goal to show for so far, but I don't think that truly reflects just how dominant they've been. Draw coming over to the right of Paralis. Off the trot, taken up and out by the Lions. Puck still held up on the near side at the blue line. Neither team finding good possession. It will come down the boards and straight onto the stick of Zethner. Looks for a clearing pass and does get one. Biello down low, has a man out in front, backdoor feed, goes wide over to the left. Paralis still scrambling to get back onto his feet, and the Tigers weren't able to get a shot off in the meantime. 1:25 left to play in the first period. Here comes another one, blocked out in front and saved by Paralis. Once again, the Lions get the clear, this time looking for some more sustained offense, but that dream is killed as they're called offsides by the referees. And we have 1:13 to play in the first period. Puck was jostled, but now controlled and in from Cohen. He'll send it to the far side, a little bit above the tape of his teammate. They were streaking down. It was Worrell. He'll try to put it back out in front. A shot fanned on from the slot. That would have been another nice look onto Paralis, but he's been good through most of these screens. Tigers might need to get a little bit more crafty to beat this netminder more than once this game. 43 seconds left in the first period. The dump into the left wing corner will take a big bounce into the end boards. Northport Huntington, the first one's on it. They'll reverse it back the other way, trying to get it up and out. Held in off the near boards. Comes out in front, dangerous opportunity. Good poke check, and the puck is played away. Bouncer pass goes into the offensive end for Northport Huntington as the clock runs down to 5 seconds. Could look for one last opportunity, but it looks like it will die in the corner, and that's how we end the first 15 here on the LI Sports. And we're back on the LI Sports Network, ready for the second period. 1-0 the score in favor of Northport Huntington. Tigers had plenty of control in the first period. Only had one goal to show for it, though. Looking to do a little bit better right now. And if you're the Lions, well, you're trying to get that lead into a tie. Obviously, one goal isn't much to come back from, but it's still a challenge as the play will be called offsides by the referees. Longwood again get control. Look for the DDD pass. Broken up, and then will take a big bounce off the far side. Held in at the blue line again. Northport Huntington have been very impressive with their ability to retain pucks at the blue line. Looking for the passes up high. Instead, the puck will stay in the right circle. Whack down low to the will pick up loose. Runs into his teammate. Ginsey will take a shot. Comes out in front and covered up by Perales. Teams will make some changes, get some fresh skaters onto the ice. 14:08 to play in the second frame. Off the drop in the right circle. Tigers once again take it over. Look for the centering bid and was shut down before it got into a dangerous area of the ice. Now wheeled forward. The Lions look for a counterattack. Ventura got it in deep. Northport Huntington, the first ones to respond onto it. Twisted around the boards. It's held up through a couple of checks. Driscoll tries a rifling pass forward, gets it back onto his stick. This time we'll try the other side, see if he can find a soft spot. Once again held in by the Lions. Still haven't gotten a shot off this possession, though. That's what they're really looking for. Hedger plays it in a little bit lower. Good check in the neutral zone. Now some room. Zeke takes it in. Looks for an angle, and his shot will be deflected over to the right. 2 minutes gone by in the second period. Puck up for grabs. Along the near board, scooped up by Northport Huntington, taken back by the Lions. Not out just yet, though. It was a nice defensive play from Driscoll to keep the play alive. It's 4-0 as it just comes out on the other side. Driscoll will get another touch onto it. Pressured by Nasserino, will bounce it off the boards into the neutral zone. Lions had it, lost it, and now a dangerous opportunity for Sig in on net. His shot, he scores! 2-0 for Northport Huntington as they've scored the first two of the game and are building up an impressive lead. You can take a look on the replay, just a big lineup. No one there to interrupt the shot. That's not exactly what you want to do for your goaltender. You want to be in front of pucks as much as possible. And 12:40 to play in the second. Now it is 2-0 for Northport Huntington. Scoring in this middle frame much quicker than they did in the first. A good sign for their coaches and a bad sign for Longwood is, well, now they have double the hole to dig out of. Puck held up along the far boards. Put almost out in front, but it was blocked by the defense. Now it sails through the blue paint with no one from the Lions touching it. Breakout coming. Northport Huntington back into the offensive end after scoring that goal just a couple of seconds ago. Putting it out in front and almost tipped in on net. Puck will carry him to the far side. A pass to the blue line. Shot taken, driven on net and denied by the defense. Rebound opportunity once again comes out in front. A shot was fanned on. There was empty net to shoot at. Another opportunity. This goes wide over to the left. Northport Huntington, a lot to like on the bench right now, but these finishing touches eluding them right now. Lorenzo on the attack with some speed, ridden into the wall. He'll lose possession. Plenty of green shirts there to keep the play alive. Puck still dribbling around. Lorenzo has it right in front of the goaltender. His shot saved. Rebound, puts it back out in front, and it ends up on the far boards. Northport Huntington shutting down a good opportunity right there with 11:20 to play in the second period. Bounce pass will get into the offensive end. Hickson tracking it. Looks like it will be an icing, and it will be. So with 11-12, we'll go back down to Northport Huntington's zone for a face-off and see if the Lions can get anything going off this draw. Puck will sail past the blue line. Down to Perales. He'll sauce it forward. I believe that hit off the helmet of Mikoski. Now we'll dribble around the near boards, almost past the blue line. Looks like it does get out. Flipped off the forehand. Back the other way. Northport Huntington breaking it down low. Numbers in front of the net, and a good defensive check into the end boards will shut down the opportunity. Right circle, shot blocked. Poke checks and some physical play in the neutral zone will slow down the Lions' opportunity. Comes back onto the tape of Driscoll. Will send it. Center ice tipped in deep. Almost 5 minutes played in the second period. 2-0 the score for Northport Huntington here at the rinks in our first game of the night. We'll be here until about 11 o'clock when the third and final game of the JV matchup ends. Northport putting it through the slot somehow, was broken up a couple of times and a shot was still taken. Didn't reach the net. Whacked in deep by Driscoll again. It will rotate to the far side. Puck retained along the boards. Poked loose, now free. Tigers still have it. Aludo is looking for a shot, takes it, saved. Down below the apron. Back over to him in the right wing corner. He has plenty of options. Trying to pick the best one. Closed in on, takes a nice deep move over to his right. Puts it out in front, tipped. Rebound still loose in the slot. Northport Huntington not going to take a shot from there, instead reloading at the far point. This one gets in on net, still loose, and dribbles wide right of the goal. Referee, we're going to call that one dead beforehand. And I believe a penalty coming. So the captain, Nicholas Ginsey, will go into the box for 2 minutes, and now the Tigers have an opportunity to even this game up just a little bit. Two minutes on the power play for Longwood to work. Puck off the boards and clear. Back for O'Sullivan. His pass not going on target, but still past the blue line. Some more good stick checks will tie up everyone. Northport Huntington now with a chance to clear. They'll send it deep, 200 feet, and kill off some more time. Northport still somehow sticking on to this puck. They get it towards the slot. Almost a short-handed opportunity there. Still in the right circle. That one will hit off the far side of the goal. A couple fans thought that went in, but an elusive angle right there. Tigers still being disruptive in the neutral zone. O'Sullivan will sweep it forward, gets it in as the puck rolls on its edge. Down below the goal line. Tigers take control, but won't get it up and out of the zone. Centering pass broken up, and now they can clear. Race to it at the far side. O'Sullivan will win it. Smacks it in on the backhand, but not deep enough to allow his team to get onto it first. O'Sullivan now running into one of his men. This might spring into an awkward opportunity. Zeke onto it, pulling up. Right circle, looking for the centering pass. Fanned on it a little bit and taken away by Nasarino. Nasarino with a little bit of speed up the left side, trying to sauce it past the blue line. Intercepted there, and Alfano will take it on the right. He'll get tripped up, and I believe we got another penalty coming. So Nasarino will go into the box. And we will go 4-on-4 skating for the next 30 seconds. And then into a 1:30 power play for Northport Huntington. Draw coming in the offensive end for the Tigers. 4-on-4 does open things up for either side to score right now. Obviously for Longwood, if they get possession with about 5 seconds left, then they're just going to start playing like it is a PK already. Driscoll, D-to-D pass. Now the Tigers look to break up and out. Aluda controls, deking over to his left, so elusive past the blue line, called offsides. Now from the neutral zone, 4 seconds left on 4-on-4, and we will now go to a power play for the next 1 minute and 30 seconds. Fed back to the blue line, Driscoll skating it down low, his shot somehow saved. Longwood now have an opportunity to clear, goes right back onto Driscoll's stick. He'll flip it to the far side quickly and swept into the offensive end. Puck will sail into the right wing corner, available to be picked up. Northport, the first one's onto it, but the Lions have the last laugh as they sweep it around. Held in by Driscoll. He'll shimmy down. His shot blocked, goes wide left of the goal, rebounding, and once again controlled by Northport. They'll come around to the near side and draw another penalty. We'll go 5-on-3 now, and another great opportunity for the Tigers to score. So with a 2-man advantage and a 2-goal lead, they'll try to make it 3. Instant face-off win. Onto the near side. Matarese giving it back to the high slot. Available room to shoot, and it goes wide over to the left. Perales watched it whistle by his crease. Puck retention, it's something I've talked about all night for Northport Huntington. They do it very, very well, and on 5-on-3 it just becomes all that much easier, but now it's about getting high-quality looks. Don't want to waste this time too much just sitting around waiting for shooting lanes to open up. You got to create them for yourselves. McLaughlin sends it back to the blue line. One-timer taken and fanned on. It was almost driven in on net. Comes to the blue line and now out. 1 second left in the 5-on-3. Now it is over. We're back to 5-on-4 now for the next 1 minute. Northport once again to the blue line. 2 players there just in case that puck squeaked by. Down low, the shot taken from McLaughlin, saved. Wrapped around and almost cleared out. Again, the line, that one was honestly just a little bit unlucky. This one will be held in. Good stick work from Zethner. Deking around, pulling up on his skates. Now he'll elude a player. 5-on-3 down low. Zethner's shot broken up from behind. Comes out in front anyways and dribbles wide left of the cage. 30 seconds left in the power play. Lions with room can clear and just kill more time. The backhander does get by all of the Tigers players down low to the goal line, and well, gives some Scotty a chance to say hi to his guys. They haven't been down there in a while. Puck played into the offensive end. 8 seconds left on the power play. Looks like the Tigers will come up empty-handed on both the 5-on-3 and the 5-on-4. And we are officially back to 5-on-5 here at the rinks. Still a 2-0 lead for Northport Huntington. They probably wish it was more at this point, but 2 goals is still 2 goals. St. almost getting his stick on that. Will sail past him. Now the Tigers opportunistic. Play it in deep. Big rebound. Comes out in front. A shot saved to the blue line. Not going to be held in by Matarese this time. He will skate onto it, though. Zano close on his heels. Tipped out in front. That was a dangerous chance right there. Still held in for the time being. Puck ridden over into the boards. Now the Tigers come in and break it up and out. Under 4 minutes to play in the second period here at the rinks. Game 1 of 3. here on the LI Sports Network. Another freshman matchup to follow this game, and closing it out with a junior varsity matchup. Obviously, varsity hockey at this point in the season is over for LISN. We will not be covering the state championship going on in Binghamton, but obviously we send all of the support possible over to St. Anthony's and Smithtown Hauppauge, who are representing the Suffolk County High School Hockey League. Puck rifled into the right wing corner, taking a big bounce along the goal line, wraps around to the near side now. Tigers centering bid, broken up. Now the Lions have an opportunity to clear. Haven't been going their way exactly, but this puck will barely get past the blue line. I'm always hesitant to say that the Lions will be able to get it out just because of how tenacious the Tigers have been. 3 minutes to play in the second period, 2-0 the score. Northport Huntington send it into neutral ice. O'Sullivan will return the favor, playing it down low. Zano was offsides, had to check up. Now we'll go over the bench for a change. Puck goes down. And it will be an icing. For a second, I thought we were going to get a too many men call. I didn't know if the referees were pointing over at the bench for a line change or for a bench minor. So with 2:44 left, the puck will stay in the defensive end for now for Northport, but they're quick to get it out. I feel like a majority of this game has been spent in Longwood's own end. Obviously, that's not exactly how they wanted to be, but hey, a 2-0 lead, that's very doable with 17 minutes of hockey still left to play. You get an opportunity like this one coming up. Nasarino bumped aside. He'll lose control. Puck played back through center ice. Northport Huntington setting their forecheck up. They'll hold it in off the boards, walking it down low into the left circle, lining up for a shot, and it's saved. Mikowski again with that opportunity, has 10 goals on the season. Not exactly a guy you want to be seeing skating down low onto your goalie with no one out in front. Driscoll once again gets it into the offensive end. Will Holden at the blue line, trying to shimmy around a couple of checks, lifts it high and into the corner. 1:42 to play in the second period. Last minute and 20 of the middle frame. Northport Huntington have scored a goal in the first, a goal in a second. Some more physical play down low. Pops loose, comes towards the blue line, but not out. Northport Huntington, again, have I said it enough? Keep taking this puck and holding it in that blue line for more and more opportunities. As I say that, I will caster jinx them, and it will be cleared. Junkins broke up that play. Puck sits high and alone for a second, but now a breakout the other way. A potential 1-on-0 with the goaltender. In on net, the shot, they score! A solo effort, coast to coast for Robert Aletta. And we'll take a replay of that here on the LI Sports Network. O'Sullivan did his best to get back, not trying to take a penalty. He sent that poke check in, but Aletta was off to the races well before that. Nothing was going to slow him down. And now it's a 3-0 lead for Northport Huntington. Maurice walks it down the wall, pulling up at the left circle, firing out in front of the net. That could have been tipped into the back of the goal for a second in just a matter of a couple of seconds. Final 30 on the clock approaching. Northport Huntington still keeping in the offensive end. They dump it off to the blue line. Pressure applied instantly by Orenzo, and his team will clear off of it. Puck exchanges hands a couple of times before it's dumped back in. Rings around the boards. 13 seconds left in the second period. Now it's 2 goals for Northport Huntington in the second period and 3 unanswered in the game. At the last couple, maybe another centering pass coming through, and it goes through the blue paint unharmed, and that's how we'll end the second period. 3-0 the score for Northport Huntington. We'll be right back here on the LI Sports Network. And we're back on the LI Sports Network. 3-0 the score in favor of Northport Huntington. 15 minutes on the clock. That's all that remains in regulation, as Longwood will look to claw this one back. Face-off won by Longwood, but they can't retain possession. Puck will come into the neutral zone. Zano will whack at it. Can't send it that far in. Gets a second opportunity at it. This time will get called offsides. Puck rifled in. Takes a trip around the end boards. Stick battle. Driscoll will win it. Sends it around the far side. Held in by O'Sullivan. A drive from the far point. Kicked around out in front. Still loose there. And the referees will call a penalty now. Just 30 seconds into the period. So we get Declan Driscoll into the box for the next 2 minutes. Longwood to another power play. They had a minute and 30 of one earlier before taking a penalty themselves. Obviously reflected in the score, they weren't able to bury that opportunity in a minute and 30. Puck pops up high. Taken back by Northport Huntington. They'll look to fire it past O'Sullivan. Gets his stick on it and slows the puck up, so we'll get back to it quicker. That's a turnover right there from O'Sullivan, not held in by his team, and this time will be dumped all the way down 200 feet. I don't think Perales realizes his team is on a power play right now because he wanted the icing call from the referees. Puck past the blue line. Minute played in the third period, 14 still remain. 3 goals the deficit for Longwood. A man up for the next 117. That's a good opportunity for them to get one back. Perales will settle this puck down. O'Sullivan will come onto it. Starting the attack from his own goal line. O'Sullivan feels the pressure from behind. Will fire it off the boards and in deep. This one will go down for an icing and back into Longwood's defensive end. Puck knotted up on the boards. No one taking a good opportunity at it. Still kind of retained in the right wing corner before it's sent out in front. Longwood stout on the defense will find a clear. They go back the other way with still 45 seconds left on 5-on-4. Another nice play, now touched with a high stick, I believe. So we'll get another face-off coming. And face-off will be placed in the offensive end for the Lions, so a good break for them right there. Looking to capitalize on the next 41 seconds of this man advantage. Nasarino with control, pokes it around one player, then gets tied up. Nasarino still fighting for it. 23 seconds left in the power play now. Neidhart's kicking at it with his skates. Now we'll wipe out. We got another penalty upcoming. It looks like it will once again be on Northport Huntington. Nope, referee's blowing the whistle with the checkup from Perales, so it will be another penalty onto the Lions. And we'll go 4-on-4 skating for 11 seconds, and then another power play upcoming for the Tigers. Off the draw, and Longwood almost clearing. They got a second opportunity, and this time get it past the blue line. Monteris with some speed. Monteris still holding on to it, driving in front of the net now and shooting, saved. Long with an opportunity to clear, and they'll get it down ice. Into a power play now for Northport Huntington for the next 1 minute and 30 seconds. Here comes Zethner with speed. Good juke move over to his right. Zethner lining up for the shot, was interrupted. Still controls the puck into the boards as he's pushed into them. Somehow finding a pass away, and his teammates will help him out. Putting it out in front, and once again tipped aside. Good moves through the neutral zone. Ventura will drag it all the way into the offensive end just to eat up more of this clock. 1 minute left in the 5-on-4. 3-0 the score as that puck will almost come out in front. Longwood thought they had a penalty for a second. I think O'Sullivan raised his hand there, but will stay 5-on-4 for the Tigers. Now the puck interrupted and held in deep. Taken off the left wing corner. Worrell wraps it back the other way. I don't think his team will be the first one to it. I stand corrected once more. Matarese being the difference maker. Puck loose out in front. Coming over to the near side. Still taking another bounce back into the slot. And somehow no shot was taken. Ventura survives that poke check and his second. Trying to bring it forward and then finally gets it ripped away from him. 14 seconds left on the 5-on-4. Players crossing up, shot taken over to the left. 5 seconds left on the 5-on-4. Looks like the Lions will once again kill this off and go back to even strength. Puck just going back and forth in the corner. Finally taken out in front and fired. O'Sullivan tries to whack it away to clear. Now chased after by Orenzo. He gets it ahead and past the blue line, carried by his teammates. 10 minutes left to play in the third period. 3-0 the score. Nice high pass over to Junkins with some speed. He'll get it past the blue lines. Held in now. Shot taken. That's wide to the right. On his skates was Ryan Hickson. Will get it around. It comes out in front of his goaltender, who will make the stop. And we will pause with 9:47 left to play in regulation. (3-0) the score. Northport Huntington on top right now. They scored 1 in the first period and 2 in the second. None of them coming off their power play opportunities, though, despite having a 5-on-3 chance as well. Puck circling around, will get played out by the Lions. Good moves from Joseph Orenzo, who has 4 points on the season, 3 of them being goals. So obviously a bit more of a goal scorer than a playmaker, but hey, who can blame him? I think scoring goals is fun. 9:20 to play in the third period. Northport Huntington's coach telling his team not to leave the zone too early. Obviously right now there's no need to cheat for offense when you're up by 3 scores. D-to-D pass. Tigers look for their options. Into the neutral zone. Fired forward onto the stick of Alfano. He drags into the slot. His shot goes too high. Takes a big bounce out in front. And it will be covered up by the leather glove of Riley Perales. Draw from the right circle. One in play to his defense. Not clear though. Again, I really can't say this enough. How good the Tigers have been keeping these pucks in and then playing it out in front right there. Again, dribbles through the slot. Springs Zano almost into a one-on-one with the goaltender. Goes down. No icing called from the referees. Longwood potentially with numbers down low. Not something you ever want to hear if you are a fan of the team in the defensive end. Slap shot taken from Neidhart. He was tied up, so the puck didn't go far, and now it's out. A shovel pass forward off the backhand will allow Northport Huntington to break it in deep. And they've been looking for a lot of low to high passes. Puck will dribble past the blue line. Zethner wasn't exactly close enough to get over there in time. His pass will go in. Nothing comes of it. Another opportunity to clear, once again held in by Northport Huntington. Second opportunity, once again held in by Northport Huntington. 7:40 to play in the third period. Good battle ensuing. Puck tied up, it's poked free, goes back over into the corner, still fought for, no one coming away with possession just yet. Smacked down a row, it's going to go over to the end boards, rotated to the near side. Straight onto the stick. Zethner trying to play it in deep. He'll rip it on net, that's wide to the right. Seven minutes to play in the third period. We're more than halfway through the final period. Northport Huntington have been doing a good job of just nursing this 3-goal lead. Again, 2 goals in the second period, 1 goal in the first. There's no need to score in the third unless Longwood somehow come roaring back to life with a 3-goal explosion. Nice back pass. Ginsey will take it ahead with open room up the right side. Lines up for a shot. It scores! 4-0 for Northport Huntington as they put an exclamation mark on this game. With 6:32 left, they're now up by 4. As we'll take a replay of that here on the LI Sports Network. Just a hard, powerful shot. Ends up in the back of the net. Hard pass. Straight onto the tape of Mikowski, and he'll play it in deep. Puck eludes him, and it's sent in for Nasarino. Tips it at the red line into the offensive end. First one onto it is Junkins. He'll pick it up, pressured. Tries to wrap it around the boards, held in off the near side. Longwood looking for opportunities, but hard to do that. Down by 4 with 6 minutes to play. Ventura sweeps it in off the backhand into the offensive end. 4-0 the score. Here comes Aluda. Nice move through the legs. Aluda in on net. His shot wide to the right. Good stick lift on the far boards. A puck battle ensuing. Looks like it'll be won by Ginsey. Takes it down low. Some more passes. Shot. Takes a wild ricochet. Somehow held in at the blue line by Driscoll. His backhander will reach O'Sullivan. Fires it straight into the skates of Ginsey. Holds it in. Puts it out in front. Dribble just wide of the stick of Aluda, who almost scored another. He's at the goal line. Shot goes all the way through the crease. Swept at by the backhand. Comes right back to the man at the far side, Driscoll. This time eludes him and comes into center ice. Skates backwards to pick it up. Sending a pass forward to Junkins. Not going to reach him. Puts the Tigers potentially on the back foot. But they do recover flawlessly. Less than 5 minutes to play in the third period. Longwood still yet to get on the board. A shutout on the cards. As that shot will be taken. Comes over to the left of the net. Moment of anxiety maybe for some Northport Huntington fans. Nasarino with it. Stripped off his stick. Here comes Nicholas with the puck once more. Dicing it over to his left. Trying to drag out in front. And it's a good poke check to deny him of the angle. I believe it was Ryan Hickson back on defense. Maurice slot looking for an opportunity, and he's crunched. 4:10 remaining in the third. As we approach the dying minutes here. 4 goals, a little too many to think about pulling Perales at this point. If it was 1, maybe 2, I would understand it, but 4, the way that Northport Huntington have been defending, seems a little hard. And more importantly, the way Northport Huntington have been possessing the puck in the offensive end, it's hard to score when you're in your own zone. That takes a couple of ricochets, comes out for another shot and was denied. Perales tracking it the entire time. Now sees it coming in front of his net again. Another save from Perales. It will ramp high off his pads. Stay alive now over to the far side. Northport Huntington will make some changes with 3:25 ticks left on the clock. Hickson off the boards, can't clear. Almost sent out in front. Hickson will deny it. Comes there anyways, wrapped around, they score. Make it 5. And Northport Huntington have all but guaranteed victory. Once again, the Tigers control past the blue line, dicing it up and playing it in deep. 2:56 to play in the third period. Now it's a 5-0 lead. They're still searching for more. A 6 might be in the cards. Opportunity coming for Driscoll. Couldn't make much of it. It's played past him and back into his own zone. Should come down for an icing. Referees will enforce such. And we pause once more with 2:37 to play in the third period. Off the draw, the puck will be free. Racing over to it for both sides. Looks like Northport Huntington will win it, with Matarese getting there first. Puck comes out in front, still there for a second. Some shoving ensues. The referee is going to keep their gloves down until the next couple of slashes. And now we will get an ejection. And we'll resume play. Going to be offsetting penalties, so we'll stay 5-on-5 for the last 2 minutes approximately. Longwood called offsides, giving the Tigers a chance to break forward again. Puck will be sent past. Northport Huntington again with a 5-point lead right now, as they'll look to claim their 11th win of the season and point number 22 and 23. Driscoll will race back to the loose puck, taking it down low below his own goal line with 1:37 to play in the matchup. For Longwood, this result will mean their 13th loss of the season. They'll become 13-0 and stay at 8 points, 12th place in the freshman division. Still with a little bit of a lead on number 13 and 14, I believe. Puck controlled in the right wing corner, still loose, bouncing around. Lions try to play it as it comes out in front of their own net. Deny it down low to the end boards. Once again, the puck is free in the right wing corner, rotated around to the far side. Nasarino will try to play it. 60 seconds left in this matchup. Northport Huntington trying to shut down this rush and keep the clean sheet out in front, and a late back check coming through from the stout defenseman Declan Driscoll. He'll fly the other way, cutting in front, trying to get to the slot, leveled out by Nasarino, and the shot will be made and saved. Off the draw, Longwood quickly getting it out. 30 seconds left in this matchup. Once again, Northport Huntington will improve to 11-6-0. So we'll get one more slight pause. An offsides call. Northport, one more rush into the offensive end. Puck once again up for grabs in the corner. Played out in front and smacked aside. Now with 9 seconds to play in the game. Shot taken, ramped off the stick of the netminder and cleared. We will end it like that. Northport Huntington now 11-6-0 on the season. Longwood 4-13-0. As we will wrap up this broadcast here on the LI Sports Network, a 5-0 victory for the Tigers. Thank you so much for listening and watching. I hope you had an incredible time, and we'll catch you on the flip side.